This week on a special Final Four edition of One Devotion. Madrid welcomes the big event with a morning full of pomp and circumstance. Friday's early semi-final brings the promise of a rematch made in basketball heaven. A rare Final Four home team must face its famous former coach in the second semi-final. And a quartet of MVPs in action this weekend talk about their signature talents. The weekend that everyone has been waiting for, the 2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Final Four hit the ground running this week as Madrid began buzzing with basketball in the run-up to the crowning of a new champion on Sunday. The first team to reach the Spanish capital on Tuesday was Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, whose Rising Star Trophy winner Bogdan Bogdanovic was looking forward with confidence to his and his team's debut at the event.
I'm really excited and I'm so happy to be a part of this EuroLeague family Final Four. It's a big motivation and a big step of my career. Everything is about motivation. Whoever biggest wish, he will win.
Semi-finals opponents CSKA Moscow and Olympiacos Piraeus landed on Wednesday night. The first Final Four home team in 8 years, Real Madrid, had the rare experience of moving into the headquarters hotel not far from where all the players and coaches live.
With all our fans and with a home court advantage, we had a great opportunity to do something special. I feel a little bit like awarded after 9 seasons in EuroLeague.
All the teams woke up on Thursday, the eve of the semi-finals, with a jam-packed day of activities bringing Final Four fanfare around the city. By tradition, the weekend's official programme opened with local athletes from Special Olympics taking centre stage alongside EuroLeague stars in a one-team session at Madrid's emblematic Puerta del Sol. As always, the special athletes were the focus of empowerment drills and games with one-team ambassadors who echoed the fulfilment they get from giving back to the community with a programme that spans 31 EuroLeague basketball clubs in 14 countries.
I just be around, share what I know, just tell them they have to see in the future. It's always good and try to look forward every time. Doesn't matter what's happening in life.
You have a big effect on the kids. You don't realize it because, you know, you see them having fun. But now every time they have an event, they're asking about me. So I try to get out as much as I can. I love it, though.
Next, the action moved to the nearby Casa de Correos as the FS EuroLeague Awards ceremony honoured the best players of the season as voted by fans and media. All of the Final Four clubs were represented on the All EuroLeague first team, but the biggest news of the day was the naming of the BWIN MVP for the 2014-15 season. That memorable moment now belongs to Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul forward Nemanja Bjelica, who led his team to its first ever Final Four and was the people's choice as the newest EuroLeague MVP.
It means a lot to me because I really struggled in the last 2-3 years, and I really didn't know that this moment can happen, and I'm very happy. And also I would like to thank my family for supporting me all of these years, and to my teammates and coaches to make this happen.
Bjelica and fellow first-teamers Felipe Reyes of Real Madrid, Milos Teodosic of CSKA Moscow and Vasilis Spanoulis of Olympiacos Piraeus then joined their head coaches for the Final Four opening press conference to answer all the questions that hundreds of journalists converging on Madrid had about the event that will lead to one of the teams becoming EuroLeague champion.
During the season, we did have some additions, players that they coming off the injury or the addition of Andrei Kirilenko that give us another dimension for sure. But over here we are to compete, and the competition of Final Four is based on that. The semi-final is a final, so our final is tomorrow's game against the great opponent Olympiacos.
Being the Final Four here in Madrid, it was very important for us trying to get this spot. We know how much fans are supporting us, what the club means, and from the first day of the season we knew that it was going to be a long way to get here, but we're here and now we're matching great players, we're matching great teams, and right now I'm happy for that.
And with words and wisdom of the coaches, the stage was now set for a weekend like no other in world basketball, in the singular setting of the Spanish capital, Madrid, the 2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Final Four. CSKA Moscow brings the Euroleague's best offense in the last decade and Olympiacos Piraeus the best defense this season to Barclaycard Centre in Madrid on Friday for a historic rematch to open the Final Four. A total of 13 players are back from their previous Final Four showdowns in 2012 and 2013, when Olympiacos stunned CSKA twice while winning back-to-back titles. The Reds still have 5 repeat champions, but another of them now plays for CSKA.
The same protagonists are here, you know, Karolinko on our side, and Spanoulis and Brendan Z's and vice versa. A lot of the guys that kind of had main factors, the 2012 game and even the 2013 game. But, I mean, for us, I mean, it's a different year, different game, different situation. So we're going to go into it, you know, with a different mentality.
One of this semi-final's great matchups again will be between former MVPs and current all-Euroleague guards, Vasilis Spanoulis and Milos Teodosic, another former member of the Reds.
You never know what he will do. Or like you say, or he will shoot, or he will create for somebody, for some of his teammates. And he can score both from outside, from the perimeter, but also he can drive and or finish for himself or create. So he's a very dangerous player.
Spanoulis is one of the best players in the last 10-15 years for sure, and you know, he is a true leader. And we know that half of our job will be done if we stop him.
Another hard part of CSKA's job will be scoring on the often impenetrable Olympiacos defense, led by Bryant Dunstan in the paint, Vangelis Mansares on the perimeter, and Tremel Darden everywhere else. To that task, CSKA brings plenty of firepower after Teodosic, from the relentless Nando De Color to super smooth Sonny Weems to tenacious Andrei Vorontsevich and powerful Sasha Kaun. And to top it all off, veteran forwards Andrei Kirilenko and Victor Kriapa returned after mid-season to reinforce a team that already had the best record in the Euroleague.
Kirilenko moves very, very well without the ball. So it limits your ability to help because he moves so well. And Sonny, on the other hand, is very good with the ball, individual one-on-one offense. They have so many weapons. They're a very, very difficult team.
Olympiacos arrives with 3 other players besides Spanoulis and Mansares who are double champions, including under-the-radar Kostas Sloukas and over-the-moon Georgios Printezis, 2 fearless performers who hooked up perfectly to send the Reds back to the Final Four. If their confidence rubs off on a trio of first-time Final Four participants for Olympiacos, Brent Petway, Othello Hunter and Matt Loyeski, the Reds will be that much closer to punching another ticket to the championship game. After splitting home wins in the top 16, this will be the first game between them this season, with both rosters at full strength. Expect another classic.
Over the years, they really showed the very good and classy basketball, European basketball. So it's gonna be a very, very tough game for us. But again, if you want to be the first, you have to be the best.
All the players, each one of them, they can win each game by themselves. So I think during the season, it's maybe the best team until now on the way, but Final Four is a Final Four and you never know what's going to happen.
In Friday's second semi-final, a home team on a mission to take its experience one step higher, Real Madrid, and a Final Four newcomer led by the most successful Euroleague coach ever, Fenerbahce Istanbul, battle for a place in Sunday's championship game.
We have to play good defense, rebound, and play in transition again and get easy baskets. If we do that, we have a huge advantage against our opponents, especially against Fenerbahce. They are a very physical team, they got many players, a lot of talent, and we will have to be ready from the beginning.
Real Madrid is, of course, one of the best teams in Europe. You know, we play great games this season at home and also away. So I think you know it'll be fun to play.
From its teams that finished second at each of the last two Final Fours, Madrid returns with a quartet of perimeter threats, with all Euroleague ace Rudy Fernandez, all-energy Sergio Llull, creative genius Sergio Rodriguez, and shooting star JC Carroll.
They're a very athletic team, very talented. A lot of players that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. They're guards, you know, they can shoot from anywhere. They gamble a lot on defense, you know, with long hands, quick feet. And overall, they've been together for a while, so they know each other pretty well. They've been in this situation before, so you know they're veterans when it comes to the Final Four atmosphere. And, you know, they're a very exciting team to watch. So you know, we'll see what happens.
Indeed, at the other end of the court, Madrid's stars must deal also with two of the fastest guns in the Euroleague, all Euroleague scorer Andrew Gaudelot and rising star trophy winner Bogdan Bogdanovic.
We need to stop them. They are really good players, but I think that is teamwork, team defense, because one-on-one they are almost unstoppable. So we have to make good helps and be focused, especially on these two players. But we cannot forget about the other ones.
One of those other Fenerbahce players is nothing less than new MVP, Nemanja Bjelica, the Euroleague's second-best rebounder this season, who will join Vesely in a master matchup under the rims with all Euroleague warrior Felipe Reyes and two-way threat Marcus Slaughter.
We need to want this more than them. We need to fight, but you know, like basketball fight. We need to give our best, because this is the only way, and especially when you play against Real Madrid, you must play 100%, 40 minutes.
After 2 years without facing each other, Madrid and Fenerbahce do so on Friday with absolutely everything, the season, their survival and their dreams of glory, hanging in the balance.
In my opinion, the pressure is really on Real Madrid. They're playing at home, another Final Four. You know, we haven't been here, so no one expects anything from us.
We've been in the last two finals, and there's no more pressure than that. We know how difficult it is to get to this point. We've been through many games to get ready for this moment. And of course, we'll be pressure, but we'll be pressure here, in China, and in Barcelona. So we don't care where we play, we know what we have to do.
Former MVP and six-time Final Four participant Milos Teodosic is one of the Euroleague's signature talents, firing inventive passes and big shots from anywhere and everywhere. But if his virtuosity seems almost to make basketball look easy, the CSKA Moscow superstar knows that the truth is quite different.
It's not. I mean, it's take a lot of work and you know, a lot of thinking about basketball, and to look that is.
Recalling the days when he first developed such skills, Teodosic believes that some came naturally to him and others from watching his Euroleague predecessors during an outstanding era for Serbian basketball.
I think it's half-half. You know, first player who I was watching was my brother, and that's why I started playing basketball. And after I started to follow, you know, all this, our golden generation with Djordjevic, Bodiroga, Danilovic, you know, and that's one of the reasons that, you know, all my generation started to play basketball.
Teodosic's early coaches were particularly keen on his passing skills, the same ones that now rank him 5th all-time in Euroleague assists at age 28.
I had one coach and he always put me to pass the ball, never to shoot. And you pass like this, then you're gonna pass like this. And I was always practicing. And of course that it's something, you know, about talent, but it's also a lot of practices.
One of Teodosic's hallmarks is the creativity to surprise opposing defenders with totally unexpected assists. Sometimes those passes have surprised even his own teammates.
When I was younger, it's happened a lot of times, but now I play with, you know, big professionals and great players, and, you know, it cannot happen so often.
Among his favourite targets, centre Sasha Kaun can thank Teodosic for helping him become the highest percentage shooter in Euroleague history, and for not hitting him with passes when he least expects them.
I cannot hit Sasha. If I hit Sasha, he'll jump on me.
As his name climbs the list of the Euroleague's most prolific players ever, Teodosic is a reminder of what a hero of his, Dejan Bjelica, always said. What's most important in basketball is not how fast your legs go, but how fast your mind works.
If Dan says this, I need to agree with him, and that's one of the reasons that I'm still playing basketball, because I'm not that fast in the leg, but I think that I'm fast enough in the brain.
If you think of leadership as something other than a true basketball skill, Vasilis Spanoulis might make you think again. Few players ever have owned the biggest moments of the biggest games quite like the Olympiacos Piraeus superstar, who believes that tranquility in high-pressure situations is essential.
When I was younger, a little bit, I have more stress before the games, but now I try to stay calm because I know that I cannot win something with the stress, so if I want to have a good game, I have to be more focused than stressed.
The assurance he brings to the court makes Spanoulis a natural with the ball in his hands and the game on the line.
First of all, you have to prove to yourself, to your teammates and to the coaches that you are able to take this kind of shots, because this is how you earn the trust of all these people. Second, for sure you have to work on that, but I think most important is psychology and confidence.
Even when an entire arena buzzes with excitement towards the end of a close game, Spanoulis does not allow himself to be carried away by the drama of the moment.
The thing is to don't have feelings, to have the right choices and to have the right confidence to take big shots and big decisions.
As a 3-time Final Four MVP, Spanoulis is one of world basketball's most decorated players. But after having also endured his share of disappointments, he believes that a true clutch performer must accept that failure is sometimes inevitable.
You cannot score all of them. Other times, you know, these shots can make you hero, but can make you also the man that everybody will show with the finger. So you need to have strong character to take both feelings sometimes.
Spanoulis also believes that leadership and taking responsibility cannot be forced on a player.
You know, I didn't decide never to be a leader. You know, maybe nature or decide about that, but me no. I'm not this kind of person. I don't force anything in my basketball career. I just work hard and I just make everything to win. You know, everything else, you know, what it comes, it comes.
Once the role of leader found him, however, Spanoulis learned to succeed like few others at such an elite level of basketball.
The most important thing for me is to be yourself. Don't pretend someone, to be honest, to speak straight to everyone. Not only the good moments, but in the bad moments. And I think that the most important word is respect. Respect the others to respect you, because this is how starts a relationship.
Sergio Rodriguez of Real Madrid is such a good dribbler that he almost seems to have the basketball on a string. And that's to say nothing of his consistently creative passing. Rodriguez started playing early as a kid in the Canary Islands, and soon enough, he and the ball were inseparable.
First of all, my parents play basketball, so I always got a basket on my house, in my room, and I was playing around with the ball. So that was my development. Through the years, I was always with the ball between my hands, and everything I was doing, I got a ball on my hands. So that's why I think I have a special feeling with the ball.
Not even going to school could get between the young Rodriguez and his growing passion for the game.
And I always had a basketball, going to school, between classes. And that was my love, my hobby, to handle the ball and to play basketball.
Today, Rodriguez is one of the most accomplished point guards of his generation, one with a reputation for not only seeing spectacular possibilities on a basketball court, but making them happen too.
Mostly our improvisation. I think during the games you have to think very fast because you play against people who defend very well. They have a great physical condition, so you have to be ready in practice to work on what you want to do. And then the choices during the game, you have to be very quick. So mostly our improvisation.
Voted the Turkish Airlines Euroleague's MVP last season, Rodriguez has made an art of balancing the risks that come with his spontaneous creativity.
There are some times that you have a lot of confidence. The team is doing well, and you're hype. You can try different things, but also there are other times that you have to control, to know what is better for the team, and try to get the right situation and the right decision.
A great passer needs great finishers too, and Rodriguez has found plenty of perfect connections with Real Madrid teammates like Rudy Fernandez and Marcus Slaughter.
All my career, I've been very lucky. I play with great teammates, and especially these years in Real Madrid, I got great connections with many of them. The beginning of the connection is a look. When you look somebody and he knows you can throw the ball in the best position for them to make the basket, they are ready.
The result, more often than not, is Sergio Rodriguez and his Real Madrid teammates making magic on Euroleague courts. Superstardom was hardly predictable for the Euroleague's newest MVP, Nemanja Bjelica of Fenerbahce Ulker Istanbul. 7 years ago, as he turned 20, Bjelica found himself just trying to hang on with a mid-level team in the decidedly modest Austrian league.
In that moment, I remember I say, to my family, I hope that I will re-sign there.
Coming home that summer to Belgrade, however, Bjelica came to the attention of a legend, former Euroleague champion Svetislav Pešić, who was then coaching Crvena Zvezda.
Pešić, recognized, let's say, talent, what I have, and okay, I didn't expect that he will put me like point guard, but suddenly, everything was good for me and for Red Star in that moment, and after that, I just start to upgrade my games.
Standing as tall as many centres, but having the skills of a guard, Bjelica has always posed something of a puzzle for coaches trying to take advantage of all his talents.
First I started like point guard to play, and after that I changed my position from 1 to 2, after that I played 4, then 3, then again when I arrived in Fenerbahce 4, sometimes 5.
All along, Bjelica understood that tailoring an entire team's needs to his versatility was not going to be easy.
It's very difficult, for coach who have big goals to win championship and titles and everything, to give opportunity to some guy who nobody know about him, nobody care. It's very difficult to give such a freedom for player. And in my case, I need to have this and to show everything what can I do.
Then 2 summers ago, Željko Obradović made Bjelica one of his first roster additions at Fenerbahce.
Željko Obradović trusts you, the coach who win more Euroleague, the best coach in Europe. I feel more, I have so much confidence and everything, thanks to him.
Obradović was more than willing to let Bjelica showcase his talents from almost anywhere on the court.
I like to play coast to coast. I like to create for my teammates. I like sometimes shoot crazy three-point shot. Coach, sometimes he's angry. I like to do a lot of things, and I like to help, first of all, my team.
Now, far from wondering where he fits in, Bjelica enjoys the freedom to do it all.
When I play the game, I don't think, I just play. I just want to play every game 100%. This is the only way.
We'll be back next week with all the action from the Final Four in Madrid.